Today on Coalcracker, we're going to be tightrope walking 245 pounds of solid muscle, me, across this. What's up guys, Dan here, Coalcracker. So I'm not tightroping anything. I blow this thing, it's not even on tree that tight. But what we're going to be showing you is another knot, because we had a lot of questions after the last video with the new ridgeline setup of how to tie a prusik. So we have went over this in the past, but it's definitely a knot that is super useful, and it's something that you should know as an outdoor goer and have in your Bushcraft toolbox. Okay, so what is a prusik knot to begin with? So a prusik knot was originally used in climbing as a safety device, okay, but we actually transitioned that over and we use it primarily on ridge lines when it comes to setting up shelters here in the bushcraft world. So this is not an exact representation of bank line and paracord, but it's going to show up a lot better on camera, so that's why we're going with heavier climbing rope and this big orange thing. So for your prusik loop, okay, to actually work properly, what you want is a smaller diameter cordage for the prusik itself and a larger diameter line. So this is where in our ridge lines, this would be paracord and this would be bank line, and it works really, really well like that. So you're going to take your bank line, or in my case, my orange rope here, and you're simply just going to tie an overhand knot. And what that's going to do is that's going to just create one big loop. Okay, so we have one big loop here just with a knot on the end. You can tie any kind of knot your little heart desires here. Okay, so just something nice and simple. And then we're going to start to tie our prusik onto our line itself. So what you want to do with this is you're going to go, now you're first person and I'm just working backwards here, okay? You're going to take your primary ridge line and you're going to take your prusik loop. I'm going to make a smaller loop about the size of a dime, okay? If the loop is too big like this, it gets super confusing. So something about the size of a dime, and make sure that the knot is on the bottom, like straight down, okay? So you're going to go behind your line, create that dime size loop, and then you're going to take that knot and you're going to go through your loop 3 times. So watch, I go through 1 time, and I want to make sure I dress my knot every single time. Meaning I don't have my lines crossed, so I don't want it looking like this. I want it nice and clean looking every time, okay? And then I'm going to come around a second time, keeping that dime size loop in place, grab my knot, come back through the loop, and now those next 2 lines that are crossing over, we want them to be on the inside. So see how that is looking? And where I'm constantly pushing all the other lines outward. And then the third time, I'm going to take my loop, my knot, put it through my loop, give it a pull back, just like that. Now, what you're going to notice at this point is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wraps around my main line. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to let this loop go, and I'm just going to gently work this around. And what that's going to do is that's going to create a knot that looks like this. So again, there's 6 coils on here, and your 2 lines, all right, to create the rest of your loop should be coming out the middle of that, which it is, okay? And now your prusik's basically done. So here's where all the magic happens. If I pull really hard on this, I can't pull it. But if I grab it just with 2 fingers, look at that, I can push it back and forth on the line. Again, if I pull on the loop itself, keeping this side of rope tight, look at it, ain't going anywhere, okay? But I can push it. So that's what a prusik is. That's where a prusik shines. So this works really nice with toggles and being able to tie it up to the front of your shelter system on your ridge line, and then tensioning out your shelter to get a lot of tension in that with your ridgeline setup. All right guys, so that was today's video, an easy one. This is like one of the most basic skills that you need to get down when it comes to knot tying as an outdoor goer, bushcrafter, survivalist, because you're going to use this quite often when it comes to shelter setups and really anything when you're attaching ropes together. This is a great way to do it, and just add accessory loops and stuff like that. So give it a shot. Tool for the toolbox. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe down below. You can also check us out at coalcrackerbushcraft.com for all our classes, our gear, and our blog. And until next video, stay in the woods.